What's up, guys? Moo Man here, coming at you from Trion, Georgia, at this mysterious structure that sometime in the 80s was the subject of many mystery and gruesome murders. Stay tuned for more. Alrighty, well, a little backstory to the place. It burned down a little bit after the murders happened, but a doctor that worked at Loyola College in Chicago named Dr. Charles Lee Scudder and his gay lover, boyfriend, Joseph Odom, moved out here after they surveyed the land in Trion and found a dead horse and called it Dead Horse Lane. Well, they moved out here to get away from all the hardships of being an openly gay couple in the 1980s in a big city, and they seek seclusion. Well, Dr. Scudder was known widely for his use of LSD and even worked with it at college. There's a rose right there. Is that not eerie? And there's people talking somewhere over there. But he was well known for it. And him and Odom, they had these English Mastiffs. And Scudder and Odom befriended a hunter named Avery Brock, and together in a room known as the Pink Room, which this I believe is the well house, and that I believe it was the outhouse. The Pink Room is where they had their parties, where they engaged in, you know, gay relations and did LSD and all that sort.
Had fun parties.
Yep, they got along pretty well, and he was known in the town to be a pretty nice guy, and everybody was fond of him. And after a while, Avery Brock brought another guy with him named Tony West. And Scudder and Odom did not like that. They would not let Tony West in. They made Avery Brock leave. And shortly after, West began to tell stories and convince Avery Brock that they were hiding something from him, and they had somebody's got a lot of wood in here. I hope they're not planning to burn it. I really hope not. But they convinced Avery Brock that Scudder had a lot of riches and that he was keeping them from it by not letting him in the house. And so they brought him. They came up here with intent to harm. They took him in the Pink Room, which is now collapsed because, of course, this burnt down. It's all vestigials now. And they shot Odom, and they shot their two English Mastiffs, and they tied Scudder up, and they gave him a chance to say his last word. And his last words before they murdered him in this murder mystery is said to be something along the lines of, "I had this coming," or "I asked for this." And legend says the two men fled after that happened and went to Louisiana, and they came back because Avery Brock felt bad about it, killing his friends who were so nice to him. And well, after they returned and he confessed that they murdered both of them, the town, there's stories that say the town really didn't care that they killed someone who used drugs and was, you know, I'll get that story. Whenever they found his house, and what was in his house was tons of satanic things. He was always rumored to be into the occult, but they found all kinds of things in there. And there's pictures on the web that you can find of that. And so by that point, you know, they're like, okay, you have a gay, drug-using Satanist that was killed. We don't care. We don't need them to go to jail for killing him. But that's kind of widely untrue. The town really was like, okay, you murdered someone, you should be in prison. And I believe one of them has passed away, but another one is still alive. He's currently in prison now. And this was well documented in the 80s and 90s. And it burnt down like 4 years after it happened. I can't remember the exact year it happened though. There's a local legend that says if you take a brick from here, that you will be cursed for life. I'm not trying that. Should Moon Man get cursed for life? Like the video if you think so. Alrighty. Thanks for watching. Tune in for more next time. As always, new adventures. Moon Man out.